Batman, on a level, you could be the greatest individual in football history.
We are back with another episode of Stats, Facts and Vibes, and this is a big game week for FPL because a lot of people are playing the Wildcard. But first of all, I'm joined by Flawless. How are you doing?
Yo, I'm blessed, man. You good in everything, yeah? Has he froze?
Oh
yeah, he did. He's back. He's back.
Dilemmas. That's what I'm saying right now for FPL.
Is it? How are you doing now before we continue, Statman? Are you good?
I'm good.
That's what we love to hear, man. I'm blessed, man. No complaints. You already know. Out here, I'm after I've played my wild card, my 3 weeks have been great at fantasy. I've been doing bits. I've jumped up 300 places. You know what I'm saying? In the FPL league, I'm top of both the Sarkaz and City Sports Q&A league and the Shameless FC league. So I'm out here doing bits. So salute to you, Bainesy. Yeah, because you've helped me out massively. All trolling aside. You know what I'm saying? The man's out here doing bits.
Let's get started straight away because I've already made my transfer for this weekend. Luke Shaw was a doubt for the Everton game, so I've taken him out and played Aspilicueta. And people are going to be like, Statman, Shaw's a doubt. Why did you not take out Trent when Trent's not guaranteed to be fit? Well, he's definitely out in it, Trent.
Oh, he's definitely out?
Yeah.
Okay. That's changed
everything. The only reason I'm not taking out Trent because I'm going to play my wild card in game week 8 in it.
Mm-hmm. And
Trent has had a 0.1 million pound price rise, so now he's 7.6 million. When I bought him in, he was 7.5. So I know if I play my wild card, I'm gonna want Trent back in straight away, no matter what, innit? Because they're playing Watford, I think it is.
Yeah, you're gonna want him back in 100%. You're right.
So there's no point of me taking out Trent and losing that 0.1 million pound kind of thing. And then with Shaw is definitely not gonna be in my wild card because United's fixtures from this point onwards are incredibly hard.
Mm-hmm. We are
Everton, Leicester, then Chelsea, all those teams were playing kind of thing in that short period of time. So Shaw is definitely not going to be my wildcard, isn't it? Which is why I took him out.
Yeah. I hear fully what you're saying. Having a Manchester United player at this point, especially after this week, would be very silly. Like it makes no sense whatsoever to do so. I'm debating on Trent. So you're leaving. So you've got Trent. So you're transferring him out, correct?
No, I kept Trent. I took out Shaw.
Oh, so you kept Trent, took out Shaw. Right. Because I've got Trent on mine. I don't know what to do now. I'm debating what to do. Let me have a look. Because I'm not really since we spoke about this on Monday, I've not really looked at this at all. Thought about it, so to speak. Lukaku will stay in. I'm debating whether to captain Lukaku over Salah. But I know what's going to happen. I'm going to captain Lukaku and Salah's going to score a brace against City on the weekend. So that being said, I'm keeping Salah as captain. 1 second.
Can't I would have gone with Lukaku this game week.
Yeah, I would have.
I think Lukaku's the favourite, like probably the biggest captaincy option this game week.
I hear that. I hear that. However, I can see Salah scoring or getting an assist against City. I know how these things work. Like Lukaku is the obvious pick, not even a clever pick. He's the most sensible pick for captaincy. However, I can see Salah somehow doing bits. Let me see my forward line. What's going on here? So they're at home to Brentford. I'm keeping Antonio. And who have Newcastle got? They're away to Wolves.
You have Leeds got?
Yeah, let me
Leeds have Norwich, innit? Watford. See, this is where the frustrating thing is for me and my team here. You know why?
Talk about
it. Let's look at the midfield here. Mason Greenwood, I don't know if he's going to play. Because I got a feeling he might get dropped for this game week, innit? Against Everton. Because of all the, everyone's basically criticizing Mason Greenwood in the fan base right now for some reason.
Yeah, he's getting it. I don't know what. Yeah, nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
Sar's fine for this game week against Leeds. I expect that to be a high-scoring game, as it always is with Leeds. Salah's fine. Benrahma is another one, yeah? You see Benrahma, he played 90 minutes the other day on Thursday, innit?
Yeah.
So I'm like, potentially David Moyes could potentially rotate him, which I wouldn't like. And Rafinha, I think for the last 2 game weeks, he's played 60 minutes, I think it is. 60, 70 minutes.
Wow,
66 and 68. Because of his little injury, in it. So you never know. Bielsa might want to take him out after another 70 minutes of football. But at the same time, he's still a very, very good option against Watford. Antonio, I expect to start because I think he came off after 60. And then Ronaldo's Ronaldo. He will definitely play in my eyes.
But I mentioned, maximum against Wolves. Why do you think he'll get chances against Wolves?
you've always got a chance against Wolves, innit? Especially
That's
the way
true.
they're playing right now. And I can't lie, when they played Brentford the other day,
yeah,
on the break, Ivan Toney, Mbamu, whatever the guy's name is, they caused them a lot of problems, innit? So I think St. Maximin could be effective, but I don't know whether it's going to be FPL effective, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I fancy Bamford against Watford, you know.
Bamford's out for a month.
Really do. Oh, is he out? Oh, crap. I got to stick with St. Maximin then.
This is another comment as well, which is a bit interesting. Alonso might be benched. It was awful against Juve. I do fear that.
Yeah, I can
but
see
at
that.
the same time, he started Alonso every single Premier League game so far, innit? So this could potentially be the right time to bring in Chilwell, but I'm just hoping he doesn't do it. I brought in Saka for Traore. This is why I'm not playing my wildcard this week. I want Cancelo too, but need a Chelsea defender. I want a couple Man City players in my team here, but Man City are playing Liverpool this game week. So that kind of rules out you don't, like, obviously Man City could easily keep a clean sheet.
100%.
But I doubt that's going to happen against Liverpool, innit? So I'll rather wildcard next week when I know Man City and Liverpool are not facing each other and the fixtures get a bit better.
Yep. No, I hear exactly what you're saying. So yes, FIFA is out, people. Sorry, that is a complete side note. But pro clubs, we are looking to start tomorrow for the Sarcasm City TV FC pro clubs. I'm obviously involved. Statman Baines will be involved. It will be live. All the games will be live streamed to the Sarcasm City TV YouTube as well. All the hosts and the affiliates. So you'll see the likes of Ryan on there. Monts will be on there when the surfer. Statman Baines is the captain and the striker as well. You know what I'm saying? That's Toxus messaging me about it right now. So yeah, make sure you check that out as well because it's going to be good fun. One sec, Baines, yeah.
I captain Lukaku. Cool. Lukaku's definitely the main option for captaincy this game week.
Is there any other forwards that stick out for you? Sorry to cut you off. Is there any other forward picks? Because I don't know if I fancy St. Maximin against Wolves. Attackers.
Obviously, Raul Jimenez is always a pick, innit?
Yeah.
Finally got his goal last game week. And I can't lie, that goal was very, very well taken. And I think I said this to you. I think Raul Jimenez, once he gets the goal, could go on a little run because I think he was lacking confidence more than anything. Yeah. Antonio's obviously still a decent pick against Brentford, even though Brentford are decent defensively. Spurs, you're not really looking at Spurs asset right now because of all the trouble that's going around there. Crystal Palace, Leicester, that's hard to call right now with the way Leicester are playing. I think they drew. No, actually, they lost against Legia Warsaw, I think it is, on Thursday. In the Europa League. Leicester.
I do not. I heard they lost. I didn't know. I have no idea who he was playing. I paid no mind or no attention whatsoever. I ain't gonna lie.
That was another loss, isn't it? For them, which is summed up Leicester so far this season.
All right, so Trent, go on. Keep going. Finish. Keep going. Go on.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Arsenal Brighton, that's hard to call. You saw the Brighton post as well with the Neil Maupay thing as well. So there's a bit of a little rivalry.
It is a rivalry. That's what it is, isn't that? And just to get to Conrad's comment, Conrad, do your homework and then play FIFA. Go get your homework done, man. Statman follows suit. He does his work and then he comes and does his streaming and everything else in it. Go do your homework and then you got the whole day and the whole weekend to play FIFA. Get all your homework out of the way right now, man. It's Friday. Do that all the time, man. Friday, get all your homework out of the way. Then you have the weekend free. Don't do what I used to do and leave it last minute on Sunday night at 10, 11 p.m. Like, it's not the way. I'm telling you now, it's not the way. Go on, Statman.
Wolves, Newcastle, you expect Wolves to win that, but at the same time, that's kind of tough. Leeds, Watford. Leeds still haven't won a game so far in the Premier League.
They haven't.
So that's really, really hard to call right now. Chelsea, Southampton, you expect Chelsea to win, but it'll be interesting to see how Chelsea respond for 2 losses in the last 2 games, and they've only had 1 shot on target, which a lot of people have criticised Tuchel for. So you never know what he does. And then Burnley, Norwich, you expect Burnley to win that at home.
Don't even know. I'm not sure. Yeah, Norwich are awful. You're right. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And then United, Everton.
Could go either way.
I don't know, man. That's going to be that's tough to call.
It could go either way, 100%. All right, so you've mentioned Trent being, because you got a lot of like problems and selection headaches. You mentioned Trent being out. Is there a defender that sticks out for you this weekend? Is there a defender you would say? Because I might transfer Trent out and bring it back in. That's what I might do. How many transfers have I got? Have I got 1? Let me check. Go on.
See, the problem is here with Trent, taking Trent out. I know once Trent is back against Watford, I'm going to want him back in.
Yeah, I'll put him back in.
It's such an asset to have.
Well, I'll do the 1 week thing and take him out and then put him back in. I did it with Well, I was gonna do it with Bamford.
See the reason why I don't recommend that this game week.
Talk about it.
Because now we've got the international break for 2 weeks after this, isn't it? Or 1 or 2 weeks. So you never know. Someone in your team could easily pick up an injury when they're off.
True.
Playing. Because I think what was it, 2 or 3 games in the international break for each team?
Yeah. But the thing is, if I do that, I still have 1 free transfer when we come back. Surely, how does it work over international break? So if I use,
I hear that. Yeah, but look, you're going to use a transfer this game week.
Yeah.
So next game week, you're going to have 1 free transfer in it.
Yeah.
And that 1 free transfer, you're already planning to bring Trent back in.
Okay.
So any other transfers you make after that point will be for a hit.
Okay. Will I take the hit? I'll take the hit. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why you should. Yeah, that's why you should never do that. That's why I always leave it. You know, when I come on these shows, people, I never do my transfers up until after this show when I've discussed it. So if there was a couple defenders to bring in, who would you suggest that people don't have? Is there anyone that sticks out this weekend?
I specifically think sticking out. I'll be honest. I fancy Azpilicueta this game week because Reece James is definitely out. So that's the right wing back option gone, and obviously Azpilicueta can do a job at right centre back, and they're playing Southampton at home.
True.
So you fancy Chelsea to keep a clean sheet?
I do. Do I fancy?
And then Liverpool playing City, so that rules out Cancelo in my eyes for this game week. So Chelsea probably had the highest probability of keeping a clean sheet in terms of the top side.
Yeah.
And we know with Azpilicueta, he has a very decent cross on him as well.
Yeah. Do I fancy him to get an assist? No. Clean sheet? Yes, I do. Well, yeah.
Statman, who would you pick between Matty Cash and Tierney? Matty Cash could be a very, very good option with Aston Villa playing the back three. But at the same time, Arsenal, it's a weird one, because Arsenal have actually done all right from a defensive point of view in recent game weeks. They kept a clean sheet against Norwich, kept a clean sheet against Burnley, obviously against Tottenham scored. And Arsenal, Brighton, Crystal Palace, Aston Villa, Leicester, Watford coming up. So I would still fancy Tierney a bit more. Smash like. Yeah, make sure you guys like the video as well.
Yes, like and subscribe to Statman Baines' this channel and his Twitch as well. Please make sure you do that. Yeah, Cancelo's in.
Go on, and make sure you guys follow the Twitch because next week there's a new schedule for Twitch in it. So there'll be different. There'll be 3 new shows or 2 or 3 new shows on there.
Ooh, new show Statman, yeah. Let's go, Statman. Of course. Out here, man. Baines. You know what I'm saying?
Got high hopes. This comment. Cancelo, I think if you're bringing him in, you're probably not expecting him to bang straight away this game week. Just because they're playing Liverpool.
Facts.
Come on.
Yeah. What's this? Me and Statman with that deadly link up in front. The Asian connection going to be fire us to the Division 1 title. It's not the Asian connection, man. It's the Asian invasion. That's what it's called, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what you two are called, innit? And we need chance for everyone as well, Statman. So get thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Don't worry.
Chance for everybody. You, Ryan, and the whole 9. But yeah, go on.
Jimenez against Newcastle. That's for me. That's a fine pick. I've always said that with Watford plays, isn't it? I mean, sorry, Wolves plays. They've always got a chance of scoring goals just because their offensive numbers are so high. Edward, the interesting one, isn't it? Because obviously, I think he started last game week. But at the same time, I still don't know if he's a guaranteed starter, really. Patrick Vieira can rotate easily between him and Benteke.
Oh, I hear that. Sorry, I'm just looking at 2 leagues and just looking at my lofty league position. My bad. My apologies.
And if you're looking around that price for Edward, maybe you'll hold the transfer and bring in Ivan Toney after they play Chelsea. Because then Brentford's fixtures are really, really good. I think Greenwood might be benched. I think so as well, which is kind of concerning because then I got no one else on my bench.
Yeah, you got a lot of selection headaches, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not going to take a -4.
So you're against taking a -4. Do you ever think there's a good time to take a -4?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, but the only reason I don't want to take a -4 is because I'm going to play Wildcard next week.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
And at the same time, with the midfield area, if I take out Mason, I don't think there's many unbelievable midfielder choices that I kind of want. The midfielder that I probably will be getting around that price range will be Jack Grealish in my wildcard, innit?
You see, you got favourable run.
Yeah. And Jack Grealish seems to be that he's playing every single game, really.
Yeah.
Even though his goal contribution stats are not up there, his underlying numbers are still very, very good, which is why I will have him in my wildcard. Statman, do you go uni now? Yep. Unfortunately, so.
See, and he does his work. You know what I'm saying? So, Conrad and anyone else who might have homework or uni work or college work, get it done.
Oh, Polar. Send your team in below the Twitter thing.
Yes,
the tweet
and make sure you hashtag stats, facts, vibes. Make sure you hashtag stats, facts, vibes.
Big up Ahmed. Big up Zeno as well in the chat. Surely we would keep Trent if he's fit for after the year. I think he will be fit, which is why I'm keeping him. Which is why I say I think it's worth taking a -4. Because the thing is, if you are going to take him out and then bring him back in, that's kind of pointless in my eyes. If you're going to take him out for a -4 as well, then you're presuming that the other defender that comes in is going to keep a clean sheet or get a goal contribution for it to be worth it. Because then he needs to put in a return of over 4 or 5 points or more.
Yeah, and I got Livramento and Duffy on my bench. Who do you reckon is the best pick out of those two to have? Livramento or Duffy to be first on the bench? Because they're going to be playing.
Go down, move your team.
Yeah, one sec.
Because Livramento has Chelsea and then Duffy has Arsenal in it.
Yeah, I'll probably go Duffy then.
I will go Duffy as well.
Yeah, Duffy's already there anyway. Yeah, Duffy, Livramento, my bench weak, jeez. But yeah,
because you also don't have a Brighton keeper at Sanchez in it, so it kind of does make sense that you have one Brighton defensive asset then.
Yeah, that's what I'll go with.
I can see Everton missing loads of chances in the game going like the Villarreal game, and we'll be saying Everton would have won if DCL was playing.
Is he still injured?
Yeah, he's definitely out for this game week. I think Richarlison and them are a doubt facing late fitness tests and stuff, innit?
Gray's going to play though. That's one figure. Gray's going to play, I would say.
Let me see Matty Cash's fixtures then.
And before you get to that, to Els, who said he's in class right now, make sure you're doing your work, man, as well as listening to us. Make sure you're getting your work done.
Just make sure you guys like the video.
Like the video and everything, but get the work done, man, innit? Education is key, people. We ain't going anywhere. Make sure you lot get your work done. I'm telling you. Go on, fam.
Well, you lot said Matty Cash has decent fixtures in the next 5 here. If we're looking at the fixtures, Tottenham, that you still fancy Tottenham to score, even though you don't know if they're going to win. Wolves, from an offensive point of view, Wolves do create a lot of chances, so that's tough. Arsenal, you never know with them. West Ham, from an offensive point of view, West Ham do create a lot of chances and stuff as well, innit? With Antonio, Benrahma, they're a decent goal for it. And then Southampton, Brighton, Crystal Palace. Then that's when you probably want a Matty Cash. I don't think for the next 4 game weeks he's an unbelievable option. In my eyes.
So you got away Tottenham, home Wolves. Who was the other 2?
Arsenal and West Ham.
We are kind of favourable. Kind of. I think people might just be gassed off the Everton goal. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Starman, share your WhatsApp as well. But yeah, I think people might just be gassed off that. And to Football Inc., who says, is there any way we can play pro clubs with you guys? What I'm going to do is, because we've got one Sarcasm City team for like the host and all the affiliates of the channel, including Statman, I'll create another team for members of the channel and other people who want to get on as well, to make sure you lot get on.
Do you think Grealish is a decent wildcard pick? Yeah, that's what I said. I'm definitely going to have Grealish in my team, innit?
Well, you keep saying this. Let me check City's run.
Thank you for the advice, Bainesy. That's what we're here for.
Bainesy, he likes that now, innit? That's what I'm gonna call you on the game and that. Get me? Get the shot off Bainesy. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
How about Nelson Tomato? Let me see Wolves' fixtures quickly. Because I still think they have a favourable run for the next 3, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Newcastle, you expect Wolves to keep a clean sheet, especially at home. Aston Villa is tough to call. Leeds, obviously, tough to call.
Nah, Leeds.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah. I fancy him against Leeds to get an assist or something like that. I ain't gonna lie.
You know what it is with Leeds right now, innit? With Bamford out, from an attacking point of view, there's a massive downgrade kind of thing in my eyes, innit? Without Bamford. So I think with Leeds' attacking point of view, it's hard to tell. But I think Bamford will probably be back on the 23rd, before the 23rd of October. Yeah,
because when he comes back, I'm adding him back into my team. As soon as he's back, he's coming back into my team, because I always fancy Leeds Leeds are great for fantasy Premier League, because I always fancy Leeds players to score, and whoever's playing against them, I fancy to score against them all the time. I've watched Leeds about 3 times this season. I think me and you would score goals against them. I think our pro clubs team would score against them, like legit. Like they just don't. They're just out of defend. They don't defend. Like there's just nobody there. They legit just. I watched them against
At
Newcastle.
the same time, you could argue Wolves haven't really clicked going forward as well, so they don't really attack.
Wolves haven't. This is why I'm not having Jimenez. This is why I'm not. The only reason why I've got Marcel, because you was right about him, because as soon as he came in, he did bits, and there's no other defenders to me that really stick out that way. But he's cheap, so I'm like, why not? That being said, I do have 1.6 in the bank, but we move.
This is what I say about Nelson Semedo. Yeah, if you have him in your team, I wouldn't worry about taking him out. If you don't have him in your team, I wouldn't be desperate to bring him in, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Zuma / Cresswell is an interesting one with West Ham's fixtures, isn't it? Because I swear I had someone told me Cresswell's injured.
Is he?
Oh, no, he's not. This is what I'll say about West Ham's fixtures. Yeah, Brentford is a calm fixture. Then Everton, Tottenham, Villa, Liverpool, Wolves, Man City, Brighton, Chelsea. From a defensive point of view, in terms of keeping clean sheets, that's a very, very tough run. So I wouldn't have them too. I'm 100% bringing in Trent next game week. Then exactly, if you're going to do that, then there's no point of taking him out. Drop CR for Lukaku.
No,
I don't think that's a bad pick for this game week, because you do fancy Chelsea to beat Southampton comfortably.
Are you taking Ronaldo out because of the tough fixtures coming up? Is that what you're saying?
I'm going to be taking him out when I'm going to wildcard in game week 8.
Okay.
But for right now, yeah. But right now, I just have to keep him because I've already played my free transfer bringing Azpilicueta. Hamza, why are you acting like you don't know me in real life?
Statman, I see you on campus. You're a star, Statman. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, this is like my in real life guy.
Is this your guy? Are you sure? Are you just claiming
trolling? No, he's trolling.
I don't know. Why do I believe him but not you? You know what I'm saying? But we move.
See how he is. Statman, is it worth taking a -8 to get rid of Bamford, Trent, Sufa, and Basuma, and all of them are injured? It depends on the rest of the team.
I'd say
Have you got players on your bench?
Yeah, I'd say wildcard if you're doing all of that. Just go again. Just press the reset button. Why not?
You got corporate Bain there.
He likes the Bainesy thing, innit? You like that in his stuff, man, this guy.
But if it wildcarding, then it's okay to sell Trent. I explained this here. You see, if I take out Trent, because I brought him in when he was 7.5 million, and now his price is 7.6 million. If I'm taking him out and then I bring him in my wildcard, I would have to pay 0.1 million pound more, kind of thing, innit? Yeah. So I'm going to be losing value on Trent, which I don't want to do.
This guy figured it out quick, you know. Mad.
Noble captain Matty Cash is a good option. Villa defend well as a team. If you want to do it, then you can, innit, with Matty Cash. I don't think it's a horrible option. I think Ferran Torres will be starting every game for City after they play Liverpool this week, and it seems Pep only doesn't. Yeah, I have kind of realized this as well with Ferran Torres in big games, but at the same time, he's still a massive rotation risk.
That's it. That's with the problem with City and their attackers. That's a big problem.
Because you say all of this, I don't think Ferran Torres played against Southampton either. Which is what I'm saying. With Ferran Torres, there's a massive rotation risk no matter what. With Jack Grealish, by the looks of it, it seems that there's less of a rotation risk. Maybe Pep's kind of forced into playing him with the price tag, so you never know.
Do you think? I don't think Pep's that type of guy, though. I think
I don't think he is, but like it's something to look at in it because Grealish has played every single game.
True.
I think. Let me see.
Oh, the majority anyway. He's played a lot of the games. It seems he's been less of a rotation risk than the others.
Yeah, look, 90 minutes, 74, 90, 90, 90, 86. So we started every single game in the Premier League.
True, say he's Pep's sign. He's Pep's guy. Yeah.
Thanks, flawless. The chants are coming in.
Bane.
Why not get Rudiger? Callum Hudson-Odoi can play right wing back, and Christensen can play right centre back. Rudiger all his plays.
Rudiger is
I hear that, and I 100% agree. Rudiger is probably more guaranteed to start than Azpilicueta, but for one game week, because I'm going to be wildcarding next week, Azpilicueta probably makes more sense in it because Azpilicueta probably has more offensive capabilities of getting an assist or a goal than a Rudiger right now.
Yeah.
I'm willing to take that risk. And Azpilicueta only played 60 minutes the other day. I think it was 60 or 70 minutes against Juve before he came off. So I'm pretty sure he will start. You see with Saka, I've seen a lot of people go with Saka, but I don't think Saka's a GA baller like that. Obviously, he got his goal and assist the other day.
He's not a GNA baller. You're right. Not in the slightest. He's not a GNA baller. Not in the slightest, man.
Look, he's got 1 goal, 2 assists so far this season. And they still... Which is why I never fancy Saka from an FPL point of view.
No, because he's not a GNA baller at all. Has he not got like 1 goal and 1 assist in the last 3-4 months or something like that?
Yeah, what was it, like 17 games before?
Yeah, something crazy like that. He's not live.
What was his defensive numbers? Are insanely good. Only see have a better defensive numbers than them. Yeah, exactly. Wolves defensively are still fine.
Yeah, defensively, they don't concede a lot of goals.
Mr. Flawless. I just came back from college now. I need to chill.
Love that, man. Let's go.
See, this is sick, you know. Like, you never actually deep it, like where and how people are watching from, kind of thing, innit?
Yeah, it's because like there's people of all ages from all over the globe watching here, innit? So it's like that's why when man are saying, "Oh, I got homework and that," yo, get it done. We ain't going anywhere. I'm saying get your education in that, so you can be like Statman Baines. There you go.
Drop Gray for Zaha.
It
depends, you know, because I can't lie. You see Gray for this one game week against United, because United have so many defensive injuries with Harry Maguire. I think Luke Shaw's still going to be out. Mm-hmm. We saw, for example, Rafa Varane play left centre back and Victor Lindelof play right centre back, and defensively our right side was a massive problem. And you know, normally Damari Gray likes to come in from the left, even though he does play that central area. He drifts to the left, innit?
Yep.
So that could still, Damari Gray could bang against United. And you know he's probably still guaranteed to start this game with Richarlison probably out and Calvert-Lewin.
Exactly. That's why I'm keeping him in my team. Because I could see us conceding goals. Still like we're defensively solid. Similar to, well, not as bad as Leeds, but that's how I look at United. When teams come up against us, even if we win the game, I can see teams scoring. How many clean sheets we got? Wolves, who should have scored. Southampton, we didn't get one. Newcastle, we didn't get one. Leeds, we didn't get one.
I think we've only had 1 clean sheet this season.
Who was that against?
United.
We conceded against Villarreal. We conceded against Young Boys.
Wolves, 1-0.
Wolves. Yes, there you go. That tells you what you need to know. Because it's saying Gray is dead. Damari Gray is not dead food. You tripping. You've been doing bits in this
like, fine, even if you think the guy's not an unbelievable player in real life, look at it from an FPL point of view.
Yeah, we're talking FPL.
He gets numbers, innit?
Yeah, we're talking FPL.
Should I take Greenwood out now or game week 8? If you have Green, it depends, innit? If you have a transfer free, then I'll probably take Greenwood out because I don't think he's going to start.
Yeah. I think again, both man. Go on.
I think he played the full 90, did he not?
No, he got taken off, but he played a lot. He got taken off late. It was very, very late. He got taken off.
Then he might have he probably played 80 minutes or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yes, I know he played a long time. And yeah, like Manchester City attackers, United attackers are rotation risks. Apart from Bruno and Ronaldo, similar to Grealish, how you spoke about with City, you don't know who's going to play in them 2 wide spots. You really don't know. And to Football Inc., who says, Flawless, do you do watch-alongs on your channel? Yes, I do Manchester United, both Premier League and Champions League watch-alongs on the YouTube. And then I do non-Manchester United Premier League and Champions League watch-alongs on the Twitch. So yeah, I do be doing watch-alongs, 100%. This guy's crazy.
I can't lie, that's a funny comment. I'm watching it in a pair of shoes. Yeah, big old Troops his toenail for the super chat. That feels so weird to say.
This is crazy. You wilding and that.
Go on. Oh yeah, big old Troops as well. I think he got engaged the other day, innit?
Yeah, he did. Large of Troops. Yeah, he did.
Any news on Shaw playing if he's fit? I don't think Ollie said anything, innit? I think from what he said the other day, he said that he didn't train, innit? He hasn't trained yet. But one thing I say about if you have Luke Shaw, he did make the England squad, funny enough. So it just shows his injury is not as bad as Harry Maguire's. So he could potentially play against Everton. And we know Ollie likes to rush players back.
Yes.
All the time. Especially with like someone like Tellez. From a defensive point of view, Tellez didn't do unbelievably well, you could argue. FPL tip, ignore team value, just go for points. I hear that, but because I'm playing my wildcard next week, and that's 100% certain, I'd rather have that team value because I have a rough idea of what I want to do in my wildcard. Also, I'm wildcarding in week 8 who to take a 1 week punt on a £4.5 million defender, Burnley, Wolves, or go with Shaw. Oh, that's a tough one. I think the safest bet is probably Burnley because they're playing Norwich, innit? Shaw is that riskier pick.
The Burnley defender. Which Burnley defender, though? Who are you going with?
It could literally be anyone, innit? Because they're playing Norwich. Yeah, obviously, you want it to be a fullback, but they're playing Norwich. You expect them to keep a clean sheet at home as well.
Yes, I would. Even though their home form has been poor, yes, I fully expect them to keep a clean sheet because that Norwich side are awful. They are really bad.
Shaw is that risky one, yeah? You know why? Because say if he does play, he takes corners, so he obviously could get points. But at the same time, you don't fancy United to keep a clean sheet. But at the same time, you never know with United. We're such a weird side kind of thing, isn't it? You always say the only thing that's consistent is that we're inconsistent.
It's a fact. That's the only thing consistent about us is our inconsistency. It don't make sense, but it makes sense.
Can't you see Callum Hudson-Odoi right wing back and Christensen right centre back and SP bench? Not saying for the Southampton game only, but for the near future. Potentially, that could happen. But we kind of know with Tuchel, there's always a rotation risk so far this season, other than Rudiger and Marcus Alonso. But one thing I would say about Aspilicueta, look at his game time so far. 66, so that means he started probably 90, 90, 26, 90, 90. So he has pretty much played most of Chelsea's minutes. So for a 1 week punt, which he probably is with Aspilicueta right now.
He's a shout. I'm not bringing him in, but he definitely is. Like, if I was, what's his price? He's cheaper than Trent, isn't he? So I could bring him in. I might bring him in for Trent. I might. But then, like you said, the injuries over this, players could get injured over the international period. So I might just leave it and leave Duffy.
Man City will slap Liverpool.
I could see it happening.
I
could see it happening.
It's a hard game to call, but I fancy Liverpool just because it's at Anfield.
I think it's got draw written all over it.
Like, Real will probably know better than me, but I swear Van Dijk still hasn't lost the Premier League game at Anfield when he's played.
I'm not sure. Ryan don't know. That's definitely Ryan's stat. I don't know. A big up to Gus, who says, well, go on, flawless. Good debate last night on Matisse' channel. Big up, man. Appreciate it.
What's the debate about?
They had some Ollie Inners in the chat. Some Ollie Inner in the chat. Legit.
Should I bring in...
Yeah, man. Ollie Inners, fam. Still.
Should I bring Zaha and Cantella for sure and Greener for a -4 here? Oh, for a -4... I don't know, man. For a -4 is a bit risky. And Cancelo's playing Liverpool, so that's probably that clean sheet gone. So then you're really looking at how many points do you think Wilfred Zaha will get this week.
Oh, yeah, crap. It was him. It was Gus. When he says good debate, it was Gus. That's who's debating. He's Ollie in it. Unless it's Gus by a different name. Yeah, I think it's him. Because his name is different. It's Gus on the Red Devil on Twitch. So that's probably him.
Ainsley's time to consider Tomiyasu and Saka. Saka, no, Tomiyasu, because he's so cheap, potentially. As I said, I don't mind the Arsenal player coming in. Or Arsenal defender. Or a goalkeeper, because Ramsdale's still a very, very good shot. And it looks like he's kind of cemented that number 1 place right now, because he was very, very impressive against Tottenham as well.
He was very good against Spurs, yeah. He was. I'm really debating now. Do I take out Trent and put in Aspilicueta? I'm kind of sold on Aspi, you know.
Will there be a quiz this week, man? The final of the quiz will be next week. If everyone can agree a time and stuff.
There you go.
I would never put Saka in 100%. I'm wildcard. Yeah, I read this already.
Who's Liverpool's fixtures after? Away to Watford, away to United, home to Brighton. Yeah, I'm taking out Trent. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go with Aspilicueta.
3-day weekend. Big up, Brian. Lucky guy.
From DC.
Washington.
DC.
Watching from India, 9 p.m. Big up. Let's do this, yeah? Because I see Rance do this a couple of times as well, innit? Where are you guys watching from and what's the time?
Yes, where are you watching from? And on top of the time, we just don't want a country, we want a city as well. So don't just tell us America. We want to know where in America. That's what it is. Don't just tell us India. Where in India? Same way if it's Pakistan, if it's Asia, if it's the Caribbean, if it's somewhere in Europe. You know what I'm saying? Let us know exactly where you're watching from.
Statman, are you planning on using Wildcard this game week? I thought of it, but my answer is no, and I'm saving it for game week 8 just because Liverpool playing City. And it kind of ruins my plans with who I wanted in my Wildcard. Thank goodness Rafinha's fit. Yeah, Rafinha's a massive bonus.
Rafinha's fit. Thank God Rafinha's fit. Let's go. Thank God for that. Love to see it. Look where people are watching from you. Love to see this. Trinidad in the building. London in the building. Barbados in the building. Baltimore, Orlando, H-Town in the building. Canada, Copenhagen, Antigua, Joburg, NB trolling, but we move. New York.
This guy is so casual with his super chats, Troops' toenail. Statman, here is a couple quid. Thank you. I appreciate that. Troops' toenail.
Belfast, Israel. If you're in the hospital, get well soon, Sean. British Virgin Islands. Love to see it. Brooklyn in the building. Let's go.
It's actually mad, Trinidad.
Yeah, man. It's
East
great.
London. Come on.
I love it. MB, I know you trolling. How do I know?
Canada, Copenhagen, Birmingham, Vancouver, Newcastle, New York, Barbados, Antigua. Yeah, this is actually mad, Belfast. Troops' toenail again. Newcastle United fan, watching from Newcastle. This is a lie. Troops' toenail. There's no way you're a Newcastle fan and you have that name. You're definitely an Arsenal fan. The last tweet that I put out saying we're live for the video. Put your teams underneath that.
Yes, India, Birmingham, London. Yeah, Statman's from East, man. That's why I call him Bane St. Patrick and that. You know what I'm saying? He used to be out here on the roads before he started doing his stats thing and his YouTube thing and his Twitch thing.
The lies.
You know what I'm saying? Someone's out here on the roads with the burner. We got the burner. You know what I'm saying? Someone out here with a skeng. So I call him Bane St. Patrick. AKA, you get me? What was another AKA of yours? I forgot. Bane St. Patrick. Skeng Man Baines.
My bare names.
Yeah, you got hella names still in that. You know what I'm saying? Bane St. Patrick.
Yeah, this probably makes more sense. Troops is their toenails on loan to Newcastle, probably, isn't it? With how bad Arsenal have been this season.
Yeah, it's wild. Facts.
No, I'm a Newcastle United fan. Troops knows. I can't tell. I can't tell.
Troops' toenail with the donations, though. Keep the donations coming in.
Statman, is this your full-time job? Nah. Who replaces Reece James? If you have Reece James in your team, you're probably looking to bring in a Chelsea defender. If you had the price, I know Rudiger's 5.7 million right now. It'd probably have to be Rudiger.
Yeah, because wait, who's injured currently?
Reece James.
Reece James is injured, so that means there's a chance Aspilicueta plays, but he might not play.
I think he will just because he came off a bit earlier and then played the full 90 against Juve.
That's true.
Taking a -4 going from Ronaldo to Lukaku and Williams to Rudiger. Already have Alonso. Yeah, those are fine moves. Lukaku, especially if you're captain Lukaku, yeah. The lies on my name. Kevin De Bruyne has
ex-roadman, former roadman.
Kevin De Bruyne has lost every game he's played for City Anfield. Doesn't surprise me, because Liverpool at Anfield are different.
City have a bad record now. City have a bad record there. Apart from last season, their record's awful. They hadn't won there since, I think it's 2003 or something like that, before last season. Had an awful record there. So it wouldn't surprise me. It's not an easy place to go. I don't think too many players have a good record there. Ronaldo never scored there for United.
Should I take a -4 hit for Alonso? If so, nah. Definitely not a -4 hit. Coming from a Chelsea fan, Alonso is a minute's risk. I do agree with it, especially after his lackluster performance against Juve. You could see Chilwell coming back in. But I do hear this, but I'm hoping that he kind of plays in. If he doesn't play, then I'm kind of screwed for this game week. This game week's massive because Mason's a risk. Ben Rama's a risk. We're playing full 90 the other day in the Europa League, and Alonso's a risk. Will you and Flawless do a wildcard draft video for Week 8? Yeah, we'll be making a Week 8 preview, team selection, all of that stuff.
Yeah,
because I know I would have played my wildcard by then you would see my team.
And Da 11 says, should I take a -4 hit to get rid of Salah or Mane? Don't get rid of Salah. Silly, do not get rid of Salah.
Salah and Ben Rama in field. This is fantasy football, not real life.
Yeah, man thinks it's real life, innit? Man thinks it's real life.
Well, yeah. How's your team doing? What's your overall rank right now?
Exceptional. My team, the way, man, that past since I did that wild card, jeez, doing absolute bits. So overall, 1 second. Overall rank 600, just over 600,000. The FPL by numbers league 169. Remember when people were trolling me talking about, right, you're 400, 500. Now look.
Wait, what's your overall rank? 604.
604. That's jumped up massively as well. I was high. I think it was like a mil. It was like 1.2, something like that. Or 1. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, there's different levels to this. You know what I'm saying? And even look at this. FPL by numbers 169. Remember when I was 400, 500? That was fun. And then topping both the Q&A, Sarcasm City Q&A League and the Shameless FC. Man's out here. You know what I'm saying? Man's out here.
But are you top 35k?
This guy, you had a great
159. That's what I am right now, without any chips being played so far. I've had a 4-day weekend, but the last 2 days of school been super ill. Hope you get better, Gavin. Let's be honest, you're probably super gassed. You're missing school.
Yeah, but no,
because I was one of those people, innit?
Yeah, so did I. But
like the video. Yeah, make sure you guys like the video as well. It helps a lot.
Big up Ahmed. Oh yeah, Ahmed's one of the centre backs as well for our team.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure you know.
Don't worry.
I'm just making sure you know your teammates. That's what I do.
Should I replace Greenwood for Rafinha and take a -4 for Trent? Greenwood for Rafinha, that makes sense. Yeah, that probably does make sense.
So he's taking out Greenwood and putting Rafinha.
Yeah. Because Rafinha is definitely going to start, and Greenwood is a bit of a risk, and Rudiger obviously going to, well, you're pretty much 90% sure that he's going to play, and Trent's injured. So that does make sense. Once he's fit, Reece James is a good job, but because he's out injured, the answer is no. Yes, I am. Should I take a -4 hit to get rid of Salah and Mane? You have both Salah and Mane. Not Mane, I mean Trent. Oh, the answer is no. If you want to take out Trent this game week, that's probably fine, but Salah, no. Because Salah, let's be honest, Salah scored in 5 of the 6 game weeks so far. No matter who he plays, no matter who Liverpool play, Salah's always a massive, massive asset to have, especially because of penalties as well.
Yeah, 100%. So I'm just reading the what's it called as well. Just reading the chat.
I'm almost convinced Alonso gets shot tomorrow. Gutted because I took a hit from him.
It's peak.
I'm a 50-50. I don't know whether that will happen.
I know because he don't seem to like chill well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now is probably the perfect time. But saying that, I don't think Chilwell played unbelievably well in the, what was it, the Carabao Cup game against Villa, apparently? When it went to extra time?
Oh, yeah,
extra time when they went to penalties.
He's ahead. They didn't. None of them particularly played well, to be honest.
I'm 144. Big up. I'm like 99% sure Chilwell will play and Mount will play.
Is Mount fit again? Was he not injured?
You never know. Statman, check your IG. Troops' toenail.
Mad. What else we got? Whoa.
Wait, Troops' toenail. What's your IG? Is it that Zach guy? Question Statman. But big up for the super chat. Question Statman. I have Salah, Saw, Mount, and Rafinha. Who do I drop?
And Saka.
You say Saka.
Out of those. Yeah. Out of them, who am I dropping? Saka. Or Mount. Because they're not really GNA ballers. Salah we spoke on. Rafinha we spoke on. It's between Saka and Mount.
It depends on Mount. Is Mount definitely 100% fit?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If Mount is 100%
fit,
it's tough one. Yeah, it probably will be Saka.
Yeah, Saka.
Should I bring Cancelo this week because he may go £0.1 million in price during the international break? It depends, innit? Because obviously you could easily get an attacking return against Liverpool. But at the same time, you never know if he's going to play because in the bigger games, he normally does like to favour Zinchenko, for example. I don't know if Zinchenko's 100% fit, though. Trent can't defend it. You pick him in central defence. This is an FPL fake whatever team. It's not how these are going to line up and how I want how I would want my team to line up, kind of thing.
Yep.
Differential captain picks. Differentials. I think Antonio's a differential. I think Rafinha could be a differential, but I'm worried about Rafinha's game time because I don't know if he'll complete the full 90. Other than that, to be fair, Salah's probably, you could argue, a differential this game because he's playing City as well. Yeah, come on, Ahmed.
You start with a man in flawless Econ connection in it, Bainsy. I was just making sure, man. I didn't know. We even picked squad numbers. Snapman and Son Tuck's got the same squad number, but we move. Here we are. You men are both 7s.
All right. Troops is telling him he's actually from Newcastle.
He's actually a Newcastle fan.
Yeah.
Mad. I thought he was a troll account at first. Legit did. You want to run through the teams on Twitter?
Oh, yeah. Let's do that quickly.
Yeah, let's run through the teams on Twitter then.
Year 10 is such a dead year, can't I? You don't need to do anything in year 10.
So you're just gearing up for year 11. You're just gearing up for year 11.
And even then, that you only really have to bang out after January. Other than that, you can literally get away with doing nothing.
Make sure you just...
No, I'm not advising that. I'm not advising that.
Yes, please don't advise that. Don't advise the kids that way, innit? See, that's the roadman and Statman, innit? That's why I call him Stratman Bain.
But it's actually true, though. Yeah, that's me. Big up Troops, is Toner. Yeah, let's go through teams now on Twitter.
Yeah, run through them. Let's go. So let me go retweet these and have a look. You know up?
Yeah. Just trying to share my screen.
Yeah, cool.
I'll read it out because you probably can't see the teams and stuff, innit?
Yeah. Read it out.
Look, he's even got the video on the side. Look. That's kind of sick,
What video on the side? What do you mean?
Us. Look at the top.
Oh, shit. Yeah, he's watching us. Yeah, that is sick still. Yeah, I didn't notice that. That's sick.
Sanchez, Tierney, Marcel Semedo, Pablo Fornal, Salah, Rafinha, Greenwood, Leon Bailey. You probably want to take out because he's injured. Look. Oh, yeah, for context, I'm keeping Leon Bailey for the whole season because he's a yardie. Okay, that makes sense then for you. Lukaku, Ronaldo. Yeah, that's probably fine if you don't want to take out Leon Bailey. I don't know why you were starting or something. Because let's be honest, on the bench, whoever, Shimmercast and the Archer guy, to be fair, Archer might get minutes off the bench, but other than that, they're not really going to play, are they? But if you want to do that Leon Bailey thing, then...
Yeah, man, that's his guy. He's riding up for his guy. I respect it. I'm on that thing where, like I said, I just got pure ops in my team, innit? You know what I'm saying? That's why I have just Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Leeds. I just got pure. I don't have a United player on my side.
Yeah, that's still
pure ops. Yeah,
Jota in. Dance's no. Well, he's still a decent pick.
Yes.
But the only reason I'll say no, because now things back in it. Firmino. So now you could argue his minutes will kind of be a bit restricted. But overall, that's not a bad team. This team here: Sanchez, Sufal, Marcel, Christensen, Saar, Benrahma, Odegaard.
I said Odegaard.
Salah, Antonio, Lukaku, Jimenez.
Run through that team again.
Sanchez, Sufal, Marcel, Christensen. That defense overall is probably fine if you want to. Probably will be looking to take out Sufal. Salah, Benrahma, Saar are fine. Odegaard's an interesting one because I'm looking at your bench. You got Jota as well, innit? And Odegaard, let's be honest, is not really a GA baller like that.
Yeah, I don't know what Odegaard. I don't understand. I don't get it.
But I'm guessing he probably doesn't fancy Liverpool against City, which is understandable.
I don't fancy Odegaard against Brighton.
Yeah. Like, it's not a guarantee that he's going to get a goal contribution, for example. I think he's only got one goal so far since he's come, and that was the free kick.
Yeah, he's not a guy.
Yeah.
He's not a guy.
If you are going to pick between one of Odegaard and Jota here, I would probably take... If it was me, I would take the risk with Jota. Because I know, say if Jota does play, there's more of a chance of him getting a GA than Odegaard, for example. And that's going to sound silly because Jota's playing City.
No, I hear that. And who's his front three? Lukaku,
Antonio, Jimenez. That makes sense. Fine.
Yeah, that makes sense. All the one I'd say about there is Odegaard and maybe defense with Christensen and Kufal. You're looking for more goal threat. But overall, good team. I see you with the Asian flag as well. Big up to you. Big up Dan United every time. That's my guy. Need to get you on a show, Dan, man. It's been a minute. Need to get you on a show, my G.
Come on. Look at this. The YouTube comments bringing everyone together.
Yes, yeah, that's my guy. That's been my guy.
He's funny as well on Twitter and stuff with his videos.
Hilarious.
Which two defenders should I bring in this week for Shaw and Trent? His team is Sanchez, Shaw, Semedo, Trent, Sarr, Grealish, Salah, Benrahma, Jimenez, St. Maximin, Ronaldo.
You spoke on Benrahma. That's the only one I look at there and go, maybe he's a change. You spoke on Benrahma and he's him being
but I think he kind of has to bring in a defender this game week, innit? Because if we're looking at it from his team, Liverpool's playing Chelsea, that's probably not going to be a clean sheet. He has Luke Ayling on the bench who's definitely out. I think he has to take a surgery, I think it is, from what I've heard.
Yeah, so who does he bring in? There's the problem. Aspilicueta.
So Shaw, yeah, I'll definitely recommend a Chelsea defender.
Yeah.
Shaw and Trent. If you're taking... The most certain is probably Rudiger to start. So I'll probably say him. And then it depends. Do you want to double up on Chelsea? Or do you want to bring in someone like João Cancelo for this game week? Even though he might not do amazingly well against Liverpool, after that, then City have a very good run and you want João Cancelo for most of those games because he offers so much offensively and City defensively are still one of the better sides in the league.
Yeah. Facts. Yeah,
I have a feeling Luke Shaw will start as well just because he's in the England squad. Because it's not like Tuchel, because Tuchel kind of has come out and said, I was surprised that Reece James was picked for England, didn't it?
Is that what he said?
I don't think because of his injury and stuff. So I don't think Reece James will go to England now, from what I've heard. Will you do another show while on international break or just skip it? We'll do a show, but it probably won't be FPL related. We'll probably be football related.
We'll do it on United or something, and Statman will get mad again at me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. Because you don't want to.
Yeah, we'll do something, innit?
Yes, we'll definitely do something. 100%. We'll do something.
But other than that, that's a decent team, especially going forward with the Jack Grealish pick, which I like. Yeah. Should I use my wild card this game week? Is the question from Zico.
I'd say no.
Zico.
Wait until after international break.
He has Sanchez, Trent, Ben White, Shaw, Salah, Sarr, Greenwood, Rafinha, Ronaldo, Emmanuel Dennis, and Mikel Antonio, captain. See, he's kind of in a similar boat to me, innit? Because he has a couple plays that could be...
He's got problems.
Yeah. But at the same time, because I'm waiting until next week as well, innit? So I'll just recommend the exact same thing, but probably make a transfer if you haven't used it already, or one of the defenders. Because you're in a similar boat to me a couple weeks ago when you had Luke Ayling, who's having a surgery. Shimikas is definitely probably not going to play because of Robertson. So you probably do want to bring in you probably do want to take, I don't know, man. You want to take out one of Trent and Shaw, and you probably have to say Trent looking at your team because you don't have any other defenders that are going to play. And Luke Shaw's probably more likely to play this game week.
Yeah. All right, I like the team, though. I do like the team. Let us know, Ryan, what he's saying, actually, just in general. Let us know what he's saying.
Big up Conrad as well.
Big up to Conrad.
The drafts are every other Thursday, so we'll do a draft next week as well. That's my team. I've got a lot of problems. I've won transfer. Yeah.
I have to take some hits. I have to take a 4-point hit or something.
Oh, Tuchel actually said this. Tuchel's funny, in news
No,
conferences.
he didn't say this. He didn't say this. Did he really say this?
Because I can't remember who I saw. Yeah, there was a Chelsea fan that I saw tweet something here, and it was like Tuchel's hilarious in press conferences, isn't it? Today,
I get. He didn't.
So I could easily say that he said that I could probably hear him saying this.
I thought Reece got selected for the water polo team because the only training he's been doing is in the pool. He didn't say this. That's jokes if he said that.
I think he probably did. Yeah, everyone's saying he did. That's funny.
That's funny. Yeah. That's funny if you said that. I like that. That's jokes. It's great to see. Did you see what Van Aanholt said about Guendouzi? Did you see the tweet?
I like that as well.
Yeah, man. I love that. Man called him a little man, I said, relax before I snatch that wig off your head. I'm like, let's go.
And then he posted the flamey picture as well. I was dying at that.
Yeah. Let's go.
I hope we see more of that in football.
Yes. It just bants. You know what I'm saying? And that. Obviously, that's not, but it's like, it's not going to go any further. Let's go, man. Man called him a little man. Guendouzi should have clapped back. Let's go. Let's go.
Sarr, Cash, Tomiyasu, Cresswell, Cancelo. So you have a bit of a differential back five, really. We don't normally see someone like Tomiyasu. Salah, Sarr, Ben Rama, that's fine. Neil Mope, who I like. Mikel Antonio.
When he scored against Palace, that man messaged me instantly.
Yeah.
Like, told you about Mope.
I've always said right attackers, isn't it? Mope is probably my favourite kind of thing that I like.
Prefer Danny Welbeck, but we move.
See, overall, this is actually a nice team because you got Mope, Antonio, who you kind of have to have in FPL right now.
Yeah.
And
Lukaku makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then for going forward, you have Ferran Torres on the bench. You got Sanchez on the bench as well. The only thing I say, you probably got too much money in your keepers. What's that? 5 and 4.5, £9.5 million ish on your keepers. And then you also got Townsend and Shaw. So overall, that's a very, very nice team.
Side note, should I switch my keeper? Because Schmeichel's not been doing bits.
Yeah. We said that, I think, last week, innit?
Who's the keeper I should get?
I can't lie, people are going to laugh here.
Talk to me.
I think Ramsdale. I think once I wildcard, Ramsdale will probably be my keeper.
They're away to Crystal Palace. Actually, I'm going to keep him for away to Crystal Palace. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep him one more week.
Draft on Statman. If you have any ideas, tell me. Or I'm thinking of doing like a team where you can only have one player from one nationality kind of thing. So someone can't go with Paul Pogba and Rafa Varane, for example. It's just one nationality.
One nationality you can pick.
Max,
I hear that. Oh, yeah. Ryan, that's something about is pro small, is your pro big or something like that? Your pro clubs, the stature of your guy, what do you create him as?
I normally make it like bare small, because then I get the pace, agility and stuff.
Cool. So we got 2 small. All right, I'm going to have to make sure my guy's good aerially to give us some aerial threat when we get the ball out wide, when the fullbacks have it. Because you're small, he's small. Who the hell's going to be the aerial threat? It's going to have to be me, innit?
What keeper should have started this week, Foster or Sanchez? Probably. Mimi was saying that Ben Foster has been brilliant, has he?
Yeah, she said that's exactly what she's saying, yeah.
So I'll probably say Sanchez, because let's be honest, Brighton could easily keep a clean sheet against Arsenal. Not saying they are, but they could. Legends version or international version, one pick, as you said. Yeah, I'll write that down. Do a World Cup draft for the last 3 World Cups. Yeah, these ideas I'll all write down once I watch this video back and see the comments and stuff.
And Ahmed, how you gonna be the aerial threat and you in defense? You ain't gonna be getting on the end of crosses. From set pieces is great. I'm talking open play. Set pieces is fantastic. You know what I'm saying. But I'm talking from open play. You're the centre back. You ain't gonna be getting on the end of when our fullbacks are doing the Robertson and Trent thing. Like that's gonna be me having to get, because Statman's not the biggest in the box. Neither's Ryan. So I gotta get in the box. Peter's gonna be back. So it's like it's on me. Tox is gonna be crossing the ball. I'm not sure how tall Munts' pro is gonna be, so it's gonna be on me if we get the ball into the box.
And Troops is told him, said, Darlow, this guy is such a troll,
Yeah, you're trolling. Yeah.
Statman. Yeah, I'm going through the teams, innit?
We're running through them, people. Don't worry.
Yeah, but other than that, this is probably a very, very well-placed team, especially for the next couple game weeks. Let me refresh as well, because I think there's more teams coming in. Nathan. Yeah, here's a couple new teams. Game week 8, wildcard. Any forward recommendations? How much money do you have in the bank? Because I can't let your forwards. Tony's fine, but obviously not for this game week. But going forward, he's fine. Josh King, don't know why. Lukaku, Saar, Foden. Foden's an interesting one because I think he played, what was it? I want to say over 80 minutes against Chelsea last time. And now he's fit. Let's see. He'll probably get more minutes and stuff. Salah fine. Rafinha fine. Douglas Luiz is probably a bench rotation option. Diaz and Cancelo. Oh, this is why you probably don't have too much money for the attack. He has Diaz, Cancelo, Trent, Rudiger, and Matty Cash. So 4 very, very expensive defenders. And even Matty Cash, to be fair, is quite expensive at 5. And there's Sanchez and Foster.
No, I hear that. I like the team pretty much overall. I say Sanchez, Foster makes sense. Diaz, Cancelo, Trent, Rudiger, Cash, no problem. Douglas Luiz, I'm not too sure on. Rafinha, Salah, Foden, Saar. Foden's a rotation, which we spoke on.
But I think Foden will start this game week.
Yeah,
because someone said it straight away. He didn't play against PSG.
King will be on his bench, so it's probably Tony and Lukaku, I'm guessing. So it's probably Tony, Lukaku. The only ones I look at there is Luiz, Douglas Luiz, and Foden. They're not really GNA ballers. Foden's not really a GNA baller, is he?
But still, you fancy Phil Foden to an extent, innit?
Yeah, of course. He'll get an assist or a goal, 100%.
How many did he get last year?
How am I a villain? What do you mean? What did I do? How am I a villain? What are we talking about? I'm nothing but nice to everybody.
Nah, to be fair, last year he did get 9 goals, 8 assists in the league.
Oh, that's decent then. I stand corrected.
An FPL point of view.
Yeah, I stand corrected then.
Thoughts on Grealish? Grealish after this game week, I think is a good option if you're trying to bring him in. My team's down to the bare bone this week. I either have to pick Ferran Torres or Billy Gilmore. Who'd you start?
Ferran Torres.
You probably have to take that risk in it with Ferran Torres, even though I don't think you'll start.
Yeah, Ferran Torres over Billy Gilmore. That's St. Maximin's in my team. Maximin's in my team.
Such a weird one, with St. Maximin this year. He's starting to turn into a GA baller from an FPL point of view. But it's weird, isn't it? Because when you look at the rest of his career, he hasn't really been
GNA baller.
Yeah.
I told you
we're saying about Labille. No, from an FPL point of view, no brilliant play in real life though.
Gamer says no Trent. Grealish might be cooking on that side. Possibly. Actually, it depends though. He'd rather play against Trent rather than Milner.
And I think you see with James Milner, he won't really get cooked. He's very, very experienced.
Yeah. He
knows how to play football kind of thing, innit? And if Jurgen Klopp, for example, sees that is not working out very, very well for James Milner, he's going to change it. And he also has Henderson down that side as well, just to help him cover and 2v1. So I wouldn't necessarily be worried about that from a Liverpool point of view.
Facts.
Yeah, someone said, he said Cancelo on the overlap though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Because you see this year, this is for me, I've said this year, I think this is the best Salah that we're seeing right now, innit? And from a defensive point of view, this is the most I'm seeing him track back as well.
You Cancelo?
No, Salah.
Oh, Salah, sorry.
So down that right-hand side, I think Liverpool would be fine.
Salah putting in the hard yards and that.
No, what do you think? I think this is the best version of Salah we're seeing right now as a footballer in a whole.
Because I don't watch him week in, week out closely enough. I can't say that. He's just always been quality to me. So I can't say I've not seen anything different. But again, I'm not judging. I'm not basing that off much. I don't watch him live for 90 minutes week in, week out.
See, that's
so I'm trusting your judgment on it. If you're saying that, I'm trusting your judgment on it.
Because Salah's always been one of those players that we kind of massively disrespected it. Let's be honest. Because he's not the best footballer on the eye. But I can't lie, this season, you kind of have to hold your hands up and give Salah his credit. Predictions for United Everton.
Draw.
I'm saying 2-1 United.
Okay, stand man confident. Let's go.
No, I'm not confident.
Yeah, you said that with confidence with chest, fam. 2-1.
No, don't do that. I doubled up on Chelsea defenders and brought Lukaku as well. I'm ready for points. That makes sense. Double Chelsea defense for Southampton.
Yep.
Salaries on smoke right now. Do I bench Jota or Marcel?
I got them both.
See, that's a tough one, you know. I would say Marcel because we always fancy the attacker to get more points in it. And say, for example, Jota just needs 1 goal contribution in it. And you know this game will probably be played a lot on the break in terms of from a Liverpool point of view. Because City always try to take control of the ball. And Marcel can lose that clean sheet so easily with literally 1 goal. It might not even be his fault. But that's his points going from an FPL point of view.
So yeah.
I haven't Jota.
Go on, fam.
Oh, this. See, I don't even know. I haven't even been playing FPL for that long.
Yeah, I'm back this year. Like, this is all new to me. I didn't even know you could change formation until game week 2. I didn't know this.
I have Jota / Ben Rama and pray that they start before I... Yeah. You kind of have to pray in it. Game week 8 wildcard. That's where I think a lot of people are looking at.
Yeah, but make sure when you do the wildcard people after the international break, because like I say, players are going to get injured. That's why I'm not taking Trent out. I can see players getting injured.
But for this right here, any forward recommendations? I can't lie, you're probably looking at under £6 million because of your defense and stuff. I would probably say it's a tough one, isn't it? Because even after this, Watford's fixtures got a bit harder as well, innit?
Yeah, they got.
You can't even recommend Emmanuel Dennis.
They got a tough run.
It depends. Under £6.5 million, go with Neil Mopey. But it's a really, really tough call right now. Because I can't lie, I think you got a bit too much money in your defense. Diaz, Cancelo, Trent, Rudiger, and Matty Cash. Maybe you want to downgrade Matty Cash or something. Zico team we have checked. We haven't checked this team yet. From Hamid. Sanchez, Matty Cash, Cancelo, Ben White, Greenwood, Salah, Rafinha, Dallas, Ings, Ronaldo, Neil Mopey.
That sounds like a hella expensive team. Run through that again.
Sanchez, Cash, Cancelo, Ben White. You're probably fine with the back four. Aston Villa against Tottenham, that could go either way. Mason's a rotation risk. Salah's fine. Rafinha is fine. Dallas is I don't know why you have Dallas really.
Yeah, I don't get the Dallas one.
Because the reason why Dallas was so good last year for FPL was because he was so cheap and he was a defender, innit? And at times he was playing midfield, which made him such a good asset last year. This year now he's in midfield and his price is a bit more expensive. His value has kind of gone down. And then Danny Ings against Tottenham, you probably do fancy him just because Tottenham have been pathetic. And then Ronaldo and Neil Mopey. Your front three is fine. Dallas, you need to change. And defensively, you're probably calm as well long term. You just have to see where that City game goes, really, innit?
Yep.
We've checked this team. Rick Flair's son, what a name. David De Gea. Azpilicueta, Alonso, Duffy, Cancelo. That's fine. David De Gea is an interesting one, though. Unbelievable keeper right now in form, but from an FPL point of view,
he's not a guy.
Yeah. Ben Rama, that's fine, even though he could be a bit of a rotation risk this weekend. Mason, rotation risk. Salah's fine.
Yep.
Conor Gallagher this season has been unbelievable, to be fair.
He's a shout still. Yeah.
Especially for that price.
What's his price?
5.7 million.
Okay.
And he's got 2 goals and 3 assists, I think he is so far.
Wow.
And against another poor Leicester side, really, innit?
Yeah, Leicester. However, I expect them to turn that around eventually, their poor form.
And then he has Lukaku and Mikel Antonio. To be fair, like in terms of an overall squad, because you have Emmanuel Dennis, Damari Gray, Livramento, this overall squad is not bad.
I hear that. Like I said, there's only a couple. Like you said, we mentioned Benrahma, Greenwood, and De Gea and goal. They're the ones.
This comment right here.
Facts. It's facts. H2
How can you say get Brandon Williams, starts most games, doesn't rack up more than a point usually, but he's decent vibes? How can you say that?
Because he's decent vibes, man. He's not vibes like us, but we're exceptional vibes.
No, like, you know, when I actually read it for the first time, I was like, you know what, this guy might be onto something, you know, because Brandon Williams cheap for a wild card, you never know as an enabler. But then he said the decent vibes partner, like, this guy is such a troll.
And he also plays for Norwich. And that's not the way.
This team, can you see it?
Barely. Go on, read it out.
Sanchez, Rudiger, Loughton, Marcel, Christensen. That's fine for the back five.
Where's the Loughton one come from? Is he
Burnley against Norwich?
Fair enough then. Fair enough.
Damari Gray, Salah, Rafinha, Benrahma.
Yeah, Benrahma rotation miss, which you spoke about. But he's a very popular pick. He's got a high percentage.
You know what? A lot
of people pick him.
Yeah, because obviously West Ham started the season brilliantly and Benrahma himself in it. But with Benrahma, it's kind of like, say even if he does start, I'll be heavily surprised if he plays a full 90. Just because he played, I think it might have been a full 90. Let me check. Or it was over 80 minutes.
Yeah, and the two strikers, Antonio, Lukaku, both make sense. Two strikers I've got. That's two on my front three. So that makes perfect sense. Like I said, yeah, that team minus Benrahma, who's a rotation risk. No arguments. Pretty solid team.
Yeah, he played 90 minutes. He literally scored in the 94th minute.
Yeah.
But even if he doesn't start, your team has Adama Traore, Emmanuel Dennis on the bench, and Livramento. So just in case he don't play or don't start, you got options off the bench, luckily enough. This team made by Thomas, Ramsdale, Kyle Walker, Rudiger, Tierney, Saka, Salah, Grealish, Rafinha, Ivan Toney, Lukaku, Antonio.
Minus Saka, I think that's a good team. And Tierney injury.
You know what? That's actually a very good team as well.
That's a good team.
I agree.
You can tell he's an Arsenal fan though, surely. So have Tierney, Saka, and Ramsdale in there.
I hear that, yeah, but I don't think Ramsdale 4.5. Like, obviously,
Ramsdale's a shout. I just don't trust Arsenal players. And Tierney, no, he's injured. He's an injury worry. I know he's fit, but how many games he's played.
But I don't think that's a bad team. I actually really like this team.
That's why I said it's a good team. It's a very
because you got your Chelsea defender, you got Lukaku up top, you got your Antonio, you got the Grealish pick that I like, especially after this game week. You got Ivan Toney after they play Chelsea next game week, who has a very, very decent run of fixtures.
Mm-hmm.
And for that price, it's not really anyone unbelievable.
Yeah.
So I actually really like this team. Arsenal defense on paper is actually good, Apparently, since Gabriel's come in, I saw a stat today where Gabriel's last 8 games that he's played for Arsenal, apparently they won every single one of them.
Interesting.
So that could be something interesting to look at.
They play under a pragmatic coach, but we'll soon find out.
Lukaku stinkers on big games not being talked about, and why? We kind of always do that with Lukaku, innit?
Yeah, it's not a shock. That's why it's not being talked about. He wasn't brought into Chelsea to perform in the games against Big Six. They just needed a goal scorer, and so far he's done that.
Plus, they're playing Southampton this game week, so it's fine.
Yep, pretty much so.
Pray for me. Brandon Williams is starting in my team this week. That's a 1 pointer. He loves the booking. Facts. This guy is a proper passion merchant.
Yeah, he loves the bookings. Yeah, he does. That's me on what's it called? That's me on Pro Clubs and that.
And the last team. And the last team for today by Imani Morris. I'm so bad at pronouncing names. I'm sorry. Sanchez, Cancelo, Connor Cody, Rudiger.
Wolves don't concede a lot of goals, but fair enough.
And he's literally the captain, and he's guaranteed minutes. Basuma, Bruno, Greenwood, Benrahma, Salah, Antonio, Lukaku. Actually, yeah, we've got to talk about Bruno. What do you think about Bruno now? Now that he's guaranteed to be on pens. Or not guaranteed to be on pens, but he took the last penalty.
I'd probably put him back in there now. I'm not having him anyway, but that was one of the reasons I would have took him out. Is simply because he was on, I didn't think he was going to be on pens. But now he's on pens. How many pens are we going to get, though? That's the thing.
Plus, we got a very, very hard run of fixtures, didn't it?
Yes, that's why I wouldn't have him in.
But it was interesting to see that he took the penalty from a FPL point of view as well.
Yeah, I was very surprised about that.
Especially now, say, even if you're kind of thinking about keeping Ronaldo for the bigger games, it kind of reduces his value massively in my eyes. But overall, I like the back four with Sanchez, Cancelo, Connor Cody, Rudiger. Bruno.
I said 230,000, over 200,000 people transferred Bruno out. Mad.
See your team, yeah, is in a weird position, isn't it? Because you got your three premiums with Bruno, Salah, and Lukaku, which kind of ruins everything, which is why you have to start someone like Bissouma. So I would still be looking to take out Bruno and spread the money with your other midfielder with Bruno and Bissouma.
Yeah, take out Bissouma. I had Bissouma before I did my wildcard. Take him out.
Or something that could be interesting. I don't know how much money this will cost. Take out Bruno. Take out this £4.5 million attacker they got on the bench, Richardson, and then potentially look to bring in Ivan Toney and then another midfielder.
Yep.
And then your formation will change to a 3-4-3, which could be decent. Because I've always said I don't think the midfielders in FPL other than Salah are really, really appealing this year. But there are a couple of decent attackers which I like.
Yep.
But other than that, that's it.
I agree. And just to Ethan, who says less of that flawless, if you spend 100 million plus, you expect him to score in the big games. I don't, because he's Lukaku. I don't let his price tag fool me. That's what you would want. But one, I'm not a Chelsea fan, so I don't particularly care. And two, I know what they're getting. I don't expect him to score in them games because I know his level. He's going to score again. He'll probably score this weekend. He scored against Arsenal. Scored against Zenit. Like, that's where Lukaku is going to score, type of thing. He's not going to score against your Juventus away, I don't think. He's not going to score at home to City, away to Liverpool. Like, that's not him. But Chelsea have a good enough system around him to get enough out of him. They just need to score goals. It's their problem, but we move.
So this is my team for this game week. Damage limitation. That's all I'm saying this game week. Just need to hopefully.
So basically, I'm gonna wash you again, yeah, this week. That's what you're saying.
You probably will, you know. That's all I'm hoping for. Just don't drop massively in rank and then take it away with the game week 8 wildcard.
3 out of 4 weeks. 3 out of 4 weeks, you know.
And you're still below me. And if Flawless go through your team quickly.
I had a terrible start. That's why. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what I was doing. Then when I figured it out, it's a wrap. Told you, man. On your case. So that's gonna be my team. One sec.
And who are you going to take out? Are you going to take out Trent?
No, I'm going to leave Trent in because you're right about international break.
And then go down. So you're going to start Duffy instead of Trent and probably save your transfer or take out Michael.
I'm going to leave because Leicester are playing Palace. I'm going to give him one more week.
That's probably fair.
Give him one more week. That's what I'm going to do. I'll give him one more week. But that's my team going forward.
I still need to get a FIFA, you know.
Yeah, I'm going to buy it. Literally, my cousin's coming around to help me sort it out. He messaged me just now. Jota's a rotation risk. Yes, he is, but he'll get minutes. He'll get minutes regardless. He'll definitely, and I think I can see him getting a goal or an assist. So that's why I'm sticking with Jota.
My team value right now, it is £101.6 million in total. So 101.4 as a squad value and 0.2 in the bank.
How'd you find out your team value?
Go on, you know where it says pick team?
Yeah, I'm on that now.
And then go scroll down.
I didn't know you could see team value.
Scroll down, keep going.
Right.
Right there.
Oh, so my team under 100 mil, you know. I'm doing bits out here.
How much have you got in that?
1.6. Or 0.6. 1 sec, I'm gonna check.
Yeah, it's 1.6.
Yeah, 1.6. 1.6. And I'm out here washing the likes of what's it called? Ryan. Out here. He like 4th in our leagues or some shit like that. He ain't washed.
Stam and Alonso might be dropped for tomorrow, rotation risk. Yeah, we kind of spoke about that already, innit? Because I've already had Alonso in my team. I might as well just take that risk for this game week. But other than that, that's the end of another video.
Before you end, Ahmed says flawless. If you're buying PS Plus, buy it through FIFA and get some free FIFA points. What are FIFA points? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, you play Ultimate Team?
No. So it don't really matter. It's a Ultimate Team. I don't play Ultimate Team, no. I don't.
It's basically like currency to buy like packs and stuff on Ultimate Team.
I ain't interested in all that. Yeah, I ain't interested in all that. Thanks though, Ahmed. My guy, I appreciate it. Sorry to cut you off, Stam. I just wanted to get to that. Go on, fam.
Is there anything else you want to plug before we end this?
Nah, just please make sure you follow and subscribe. Well, subscribe, like the video here, whether you're watching this live or watching this back. Hit the like button on this video. Subscribe to Statman Baines' YouTube and subscribe and follow to his Twitch, both Statman Baines as well. And Sarcasm City TV. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. The link is in the title, and subscribe to the Twitch. Also, make sure you do that because we spoke about FIFA and pro clubs. That will be going live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. We're aiming for tomorrow, but it might be next weekend, but we're aiming for tomorrow. That is the plan.
Calm.
But yeah, man.
What do I want to say?
Me on this one.
Follow the Twitch because, as I said, there's going to be new shows on Twitch starting from next week, which I've put in the schedule already. If you guys want to see that, and plus, I might do a watch along on the weekend for a game. Depends. So make sure you guys keep an eye out on the Twitch. And other than that, just like the video. Roll to 5K now. So make sure you guys subscribe.
5K.